Yep, in the wintertime, we dream of frolicking sugar plum fairies. In the summertime, however, quarantine or not, we dream of frolicking bikini-clad babes and, of course, a little taste of South Beach. Fun under the Florida sun. Depending on who you talk to in their state of slumber, you pair that up with some world-class wine pairings from Wine Spectator magazine, and what follows is a truly tasty episode of the Thrift Store Rundown, where we bring Hollywood and the flavors of Miami and beyond home on a budget. What's going on, you guys? And yes, for the record, the dude is still sleeping behind me on my mattress. What are you gonna do? When he's knocked out cold, he's knocked out cold. Sweet dreams, Jeff, or what little there will be after this review gets finished. In case you didn't know, back in February of this year, the Food Network South Beach Wine and Food Festival held its 19th iteration in Miami, Florida, on Miami's South Beach, oddly enough. Everybody who attended that gathering and everybody who worked that gathering as a chef or a volunteer in the prep kitchen or anywhere else should consider themselves very lucky to have witnessed and experienced that event up close and personal, because I feel like this year will be the last great year with that kind of camaraderie, up close and personal. That kind of delicious revelry will be forever significantly altered going forward because of, you guessed it, the coronavirus. A relief fund has already been established for every bar and restaurant in that area that was affected by COVID-19, as well as other essential food services. If you can't bother to make it to next year's festival, February 2021, well then, there's no sense for you not to bring those flavors home. And that's exactly what this cookbook will enable you to do and will motivate you to do. That is, if you're willing to make the extra effort. A lot of recipes in here call for ingredients that will have you making a trip to an exotic foods or specialty food store, or will have you making a break for it online with some online shopping. But then again, this is not an easygoing cookbook. You will learn a lot of techniques in here that you have not learned before. Some you might think might be a little hard to master at first, but this isn't a junior league. This is the Food Network South Beach Wine and Food Festival Cookbook in celebration of its 10th anniversary, co-authored by founder of the festival Lee Brian Schrager with Julie Mountner, with a foreword by Anthony Bourdain. Every year the festival brings its A game. So, we here better bring our A game, because this cookbook does the same. Or else. Recipes and behind-the-scenes stories from America's hottest chefs. And yes, that includes some of your favorite Food Network personalities, which we will highlight in this cookbook. To make it easy on you, I'm going to highlight the casual foods in here. The foods that chefs actually want to eat after hours, and most of the time during the day. That was an Amazon purchase, $8.29 in total. This is my first ever Wine Spectator magazine gifted to me by somebody who chosen to remain anonymous. I don't know who this person is. It could be a viewer of the Thrift Store Rundown. It may not be a viewer, and that might be the safest, most appropriate guess for this. But whoever this person is that sent me this, first of all, I don't drink, but I truly appreciate this because, hey, now it just broadens my horizons even further when it comes to wine pairings and selections for the recipes in here. And they offer plenty of wine pairings. Hello, this is the Wine and Food Festival Cookbook. That was a free gift. Napa and Sonoma, when can we return? So obviously this touches on all of California's wineries. Not all of them, but definitely Central California's wine country, Northern California, Southern California, all impacted by COVID-19 and what they're going to do moving forward. We'll get to the spirits in a moment, but right now it's time for the snacks, the delicacies, if you will. Retail prices, $35 US and $40 in Canada. Once a year, the world's finest and most beloved chefs and the foodies who love them converge on Miami's South Beach for a long weekend of sand, sun, music, and truly extraordinary cuisine. In celebration of the festival's 10th year, The Food Network South Beach, or SOBE for short, Wine and Food Festival Cookbook brings the glamour and the flavors of the festival to the home kitchen. So here's a small sampling of what you're going to get in here. Wait Away's Cubano burger with mango black bean salsa, which I will feature here because, well, we haven't done a lot of Wait Away videos as of yet, and that's going to change very soon. Contributions from Martha Stewart, Guy Fieri, Alice Waters, one of the queens of home cooking in California and beyond, Jamie Oliver, Paula Dean, Tom Calito, Rick Bayless, Spike Mendelsohn, Nigella Lawson. Again, forward by Anthony Bourdain. God rest his soul. This is spring break for foodies. Well, at least that's what Emil said, Emil Lagasse. And I happen to agree, even though it takes place in the winter time. Whatever. This is the most delicious respite from the winter blues that anyone will be lucky enough to ever experience in person. Even though there will be a lot of safety protocols and precautions for next year's gathering. Anyway. Let's kick it off with the burgers. And why? Because there's an annual event within the event that draws a lot of attention. It's Rachel Ray's Burger Bash. The first one was held in 2007, and there she is with her husband John Cusimano, and of course, one of Food Network's kings of burgers, Bobby Flay. I will leave a link below for you to check out Bobby Flay's Burgers, Fries, and Shakes. My review of that cookbook filmed on site from Bobby's Burger Palace at the Bergentown Outlets in Paramus, which makes the best LA burger chicken that I've ever had. Avocado, grilled chicken, lettuce on a bun. I can't remember the exact ingredients, but oh man, was it good. Actually, have a look. Bobby's Burger Palace is my first time having their LA burger chicken, avocado, feta, tomato. So
and some fries too here. And there's him right there. Right behind you. Yeah. Okay.
The man knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He got fries and steak.
His old traditional fries.
It is so messy, but it is.
Yeah.
To borrow a tagline from a different restaurant, finger looking good.
Go shakes too. Good shakes.
The shakes are delicious. I'm going for fries.
Is that all you're gonna say? Alright. Oh yeah, that was good. But continuing on, by the way, a lot of awards are given out at this Burger Bash every year, including the top one, the People's Choice Award. This is Rachel's contribution that you will now see up close and personal, the Cubano burger with mango black bean salsa. Over the years, I've written hundreds of burger recipes, from beef to veggie to salmon, you name it. When I come to Miami for SOBE, I like to add a little Latin flair to my cooking. I taught this Cubano burger at one of the culinary demos, and a year later, Lee and I started the Burger Bash, my favorite event. Who doesn't love tasting the best burgers from the most talented chefs from all over the country? You're gonna love this one. This serves for... And I guess, looking at the ingredients, it's fairly easy to assemble. That is, during these times if you have an outdoor grill in your own backyard. Throughout, you'll find lots of great quotes from some of the festival workers, attendees, volunteers, and chefs about the festival and the experience of working there, working the line, working the live demonstrations, serving all the food, working behind the scenes. And those quotes are expanded upon, I assume, in these grilled for 1 minute features sprinkled throughout as well. Short little Q&As about working at the festival. For example, we have Managing Director Devin Paget, but the very first one you'll see here is an interview with Brooke Johnson, former president of the Food Network. And because I mentioned Bobby Flay, we gotta feature his Bobby Blue Burger Crunchified. That means with potato chips. My all-time favorite meal is the cheeseburger, fries, and a shake. I'm such a burger freak, in fact, that I've opened a string of burger restaurants, Bobby's Burger Palace, and written a burger cookbook, which I reviewed, once again, link below. And you already saw me and David over there. So when Lee asked me to go up against some of the country's best burger chefs in my first bash in '09, I wanted my burger to be awesome. And this is. Anyway, Chapter 5, Comfort and Casual Food. Just to make it easy on you, I mean, come on. Going to an exotic food store, especially food store, might not be our version of fun during quarantine time. In fact, in quarantine, we're supposed to be at home. And I do not count, outdoor, gatherings in your own backyard as breaking quarantine because you're still, at your own house, on your own property. Come on. Sometimes you gotta bend the rules in order to follow the rules. When I was young and just starting out in the business, my dream was to be able to afford a meal at French Laundry and to be able to get a reservation. Now that I can, I'd oftentimes rather have a burger at Taylor's Automatic Refresher on Highway 29 in nearby St. Helena. But I still think Thomas Keller is an awesome chef. Oh, there you go. Here we have Claire Robinson and Katie Lee. I don't know who is the more hot of the two food personalities here. Claire Robinson, 5-ingredient fits, or Katie Lee of the kitchen. And here we have Martha Stewart, the recipient of Sobeys Lifetime Achievement Award in 2007, and a woman who's trying to give herself a coolness factor with Snoop Dogg nowadays. But, yeah, I'm not really gonna say if she's passed or failed. But when she says for sizzle, it's kinda cute. Anyway, oh yes, if you mention Tom Colicchio in here, you must, and I mean must, feature the hottie Padma Lakshmi of Top Chef. This is her grilled for 1 minute short Q&A, along with a sauteed sweet potato and edamame dish. A lovely, colorful dish that pairs well with Wilson heartier main dishes. It's very easy to prepare and is quite popular with kids and grown-ups alike. It's also an unexpected twist on a hearty classic. Pair with your next Thanksgiving turkey for a spicier version of the classic sweet potato side dish. Well, that's something to keep in mind. So we have a BLT grilled tuna sandwich prepared by Laurette Towandel. Or Towandrell. Yeah, I think it's Towandel. This is his hands-down favorite BLT, combining that with the flavors of a puffed tuna niçoise. Hey, according to the ingredients here, he's right on the money. Here's a quote from him down here about the Sobe Wine and Food Fest. We have baked shrimp scampi on zucchini carpaccio. Fairly simple, fairly complex. A combination of the two. I like that. That is from Ted Allen, host of Food Network's Chopped, and Emmy-winning co-host of Pure Eye for the Straight Guy, the first iteration on Bravo. Martha Stewart's lobster roll with no photograph. Michael Chiarello, grilled for 1 minute. Emmy winner for Easy Entertaining on Food Network. Shrimp and grits from Harry Kleinberg. When I was growing up and spending summers in North Carolina, I was heavily influenced by Southern and high country cuisine. So this is my contemporary approach to a traditional barbecue favorite. He is not a Food Network chef, so you might not have heard of him, but he is a restaurant owner. His restaurant is Bulldog Barbecue in North Miami. Chilean seafood pastel from Norman Van Aken with no photograph. Oh, and yeah, a lot of recipes in here are kid-friendly too, like roasted carrots and beets with the juiciest pork chops from Jamie Oliver. We have cavatelli pasta with peas, prosciutto, and ricotta cheese from Don Pittabona. Another local Miami chef, I assume. He is not a Food Network personality, but you don't really need to be one to be part of this truly special experience. Crab and avocado sandwiches with mango coulis from Cat Cora, Iron Chef America. This makes for a delicious, bright, and beautiful dish. And by the way, sandwiches are actually in quotes, in quotation marks. So you better expect a twist with this, and this is that twist. The recipes are for avocado salsa and mango coulis. I'll give it to you separately. We have all-star sausage steak sandwich with Greed's pickled hot veggies. Greed, short for Greedo, of course, nickname for Emmy winner Guy Fieri of Guy's Family Reunion, Emmy nominee for Diners, Drivers, and Dives. That is a truly righteous sandwich. Hey, he said so himself. The pickled hot veggies recipe, they give it to you separately. Dressing room meatloaf from Michael Nishan. Dressing room meatloaf. So named because of his Westport, Connecticut restaurant, and it's a fairly elegant take on meatloaf. Or the Kentucky with sweet sausage and broccoli from, Mario Batali. Say what you will about the dude, but he could cook. He didn't win an Emmy for nothing. I know, I keep mentioning Emmy Award winners and nominees in here, but Food Network is legitimate. They put, primetime and daytime cooking in the mainstream media's, psyche. They ingrained it in there forever. It's like, branding a flat iron steak with one of those cowboy branding irons. It's their territory now, forever. Spinach carbonara from Claire Robinson. Oh, heck yeah. You know what? I decided. She's the hottest Food Network personality. 5 ingredient fits. She's such a babe look. Anyway, and I love a creamy pasta that's so perfectly satisfying I can skip the apps and dessert. This is my take on a classic which epitomizes the beauty of few ingredient cooking. The key to perfect carbonara is working while everything is piping hot. This ensures that the egg will cook and produce a silky creamy sauce that sticks to the pasta. There are many more recipes in here besides the ones I've shown you, but I just wanted to keep it to the easy ones, the comfort and the casual foods. For one long weekend each year, the world's hottest chefs drop what they're doing to transform South Beach into the world's largest and the liveliest kitchen. The Food Network Sobe Wine and Food Fest Cookbook is an all-star cookbook and a must-have addition to any food lover's culinary library. The extraordinary flavors and personalities that make Sobe a foodie mecca are represented in these pages with 100 recipes, gorgeous photographs, and insider tales. With recipes and tips from some of the baddest of the bad in the culinary world. Listen up, Lee Brian Schrager, for you are about to receive a penalty. Here's the deal. In the thank you section, the acknowledgments, I do not see any acknowledgement for the attendance and the guests of the South Beach Wine and Food Festival for any year it was held. And that is the equivalent of failure to acknowledge the fans. And Mr. Schrager, the penalty for that around here is a one-clap deduction. This book includes with the Dream Team a fairly large listing of everyone who has worked at the Sobe Wine and Food Festival, whether as a chef or as a volunteer. I do believe that proceeds from the sale of this cookbook benefit the Florida International University School of Hospitality and Tourism Management. By the way, did you know that barbecue and champagne actually go hand in hand? Yeah, surprisingly they do. Hence why the Bubble Q event was established in 2002, hosted by another grill master general, Stephen Weichland. There's a really wicked story in here regarding the event in 2006, where a horrible storm nearly made the entire event collapse, which is why to this day, both the Bubble Q and the Burger Bash are held in a 100 by 300 foot tent. I hope you make a lot more room in that tent for next year because of, yes, not just the weather, but of course, social distancing. You can expect a lot of wine pairings in here for several recipes and several, groups of recipes, several genres. And yeah, that includes barbecue. Which leads me to the Wine Spectator magazine, published in June of 2020. Specifically, June 15th and June 30th, I guess every month, every 15 days. 100 sparklers at value prices. Brunello 2015, a classic vintage wine. And California Zinfandels for summer grilling.
I don't drink, but I know my mother, who is the drinker in my family, I'm sorry to say, would very much appreciate this, even though she's more of the beer drinker. Old English, Coors Light, Budweiser, although not all the time, Budweiser and Coors Light. Old English because, well, that's her favorite. But anyway, beer is more like a non-classy, kind of gruff, first or second date that just, loops itself on repeat. Wine is like swirling poetry in a very grateful receptacle. That would be your mouth. I'm showing you an ad for the Wine Spectator magazine's grand tour, which was rescheduled to the following dates. Washington, D.C. in the Ronald Reagan Building, October 9th. Chicago's Navy Pier on my 22nd birthday, believe it or not, December 2nd. And at the Mirage in Vegas, December 19th, 2020. Why? Because what's better than vino in Vegas? Huh? 3 cities, 3 spectacular wine tastings. 200 plus of the world's finest wineries with all wines rated 90 and up. What do you mean rated 90 and up? I'll show you the rating system. This is Tim Fish's article about California Zinfandel producers coming out on top despite a harrowing 2017 growing season. This is called Up to the Challenge. This is a father-son team of Sonoma Vinteniers, Joe Peterson and his son Morgan Train Peterson, with their outstanding Zinfandels from the old vines of their Bedrock Vineyard. So what is the rating system for rating California Zinfandel vintages in Napa and Sonoma Valley? Okay. 89, 92, 2018, Napa. Nearly ideal growing season with generally rich and structured wines that are also consumer friendly. That's the high marks in Napa, and in 2018 in Sonoma, 93 to 96. Basically, high quality. But where it really gets fun is the recommended California Zinfandels. Nearly 250 wines were reviewed for this report. A free alphabetical list is available at winespectator.com/ZinAlpha063020. WineSpectator.com members can access complete reviews for all wines tasted using the online wines ratings search. So these are the top wines and the top values. Listen to these descriptions. Bedrock, Vineyard Heritage, Sonoma Valley 2018. Heady, yet refined and polished. Delivery, boldly expressive. Black raspberry, orange peel, and a spice botch flavors. Zinfandel blend. And how about, Hopper family. The Zinfandel Western River Valley High Wire Vineyard Old Vine. Loaded with presence and personality, this has a backbone of lively acidity and tannins, framed by robust raspberry and blackberry flavors. The descriptions make Tim Rice really like a poet, drunk on life, to put it lightly. And again, I don't drink, but that is one of the more sophisticated items I have ever reviewed on this channel in a long time. And it came for free, so, who's arguing about that? So, what does this get? I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5 claps at Wine Spectator. Again, I don't drink, but I'm gonna give it 4.5 out of 5 claps. That is one of the more high-class items I've ever gotten for free. So in total, it's going to be 9.5 out of 10. After this amount of effort for a review this long, especially with 2 items, I am looking forward to taking a nap myself and hopefully dreaming about cinnamon, sugar, roasted plums on top of toasted brioche with a little bit of raspberry wine jam. If that doesn't scream a South Beach bite, then I don't know what will. Maybe they might want to take me on as their media apprentice or partner for next year. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the thrift side. Cheers.